city don't bluff. I'm so Memphis, I'm so grizzly, don't bluff. Like a tiger red bird, my city don't bluff.
Fire away.
Are you still flying high for your 30-point game, or did you put that behind you and ready to put 30 more up for this next?
Man, just like a 28-pointer I had, just putting that game behind me. We only good your last game, so for me, it's putting it behind me, and 30 points is 30 points for that last game. We got a big road game coming up in Houston, so just got to focus on them this week.
Is there something you did in that game that you didn't do in Tulsa that you really focused on going into that one?
Just basically staying aggressive. In Tulsa game, I was a little passive. It wasn't attacking it from the start, so I just think the same mindset has to be the same, through each game, good or bad. I just think I have to find something throughout the game to do better if my shot not falling, things like that. So just pick it up in other areas of the game for me.
Markel, the way you're playing now, before you ever got here, but when you knew you were coming here, is this how you imagined it?
No, I mean, every kid, imagine getting a 30-point game, career highs at this kind of level. So just for me, it's just staying level-headed, and I'm just glad I can finally, share everybody my talent, my hard work, the things I've been working on throughout the summer and throughout the offseason.
Markel, how are practices with this team different than in years past? And do you sense that the coaching staff has kind of tried to cater to you guys with the roster depth that you've had this year?
Oh, it's definitely been different over years. Prior to this, it's been more guys, more depth. So I just think this year is more, just trying to do walkthroughs and work on game plans instead of just going full throttle sometimes because of the depth. Guys have to get a little bit of rest. So I think coach staff done a great job of having a great practice plan as well as game plan.
How is that for you guys as players? Obviously, it's kind of in your nature to go as hard as you can and compete, but you have to pull back a little bit, right?
Yeah, this is days we, like I said, the coach staff does a great job of telling us when, what kind of day we have, light day, hard day. So I just think for us, it's just staying coachable, and whenever it's time to go 100%, that's when we go 100%.
Markel, the way you're playing, how much of the things you're doing now do you think is a product of changes you made in the way you shoot or whatever, and how much of it is confidence, or is it even kind of hard to tell where one begins and one ends?
I think for me, I'm doing a better job at it. For me, it just took when Coach first came in, I was kind of shooting and looking at the ball, to follow the ball. So he came in, we took like an hour, just to capitalize off that. And it took me a while. It's tough when you sort of used to shooting, looking at that ball. So I just think he's really helped perfect my shot, and just for me, whenever it leaves my hand, I'm just thinking it's going in.
I noticed yesterday you were shooting after practice with Markel Crawford. What's your relationship like with him? Has he helped you out?
Oh, a whole lot. What people don't know throughout those bad games I've had, in the past, he's always been there, telling me things he's seen, helping me get more aggressive, just helping my confidence up. He's also helped me a lot with my shot. Just helping me, just to have that mindset of, whenever you're shooting, it's going in. So I just think, applaud to him for, coming back to help me.
Is that just a relationship from like your first year here that's kind of
it's just,
over time?
Yeah, so just for me, as a freshman, staying out to practice rebounding for him, and some of the other guys just, getting some of that knowledge as being a freshman. So I think now, like I said, I just applaud him for helping me, and I just think just gonna keep it up, the same routine, get up more shots, and just be a better player.
He's just been here working out with you guys because he's in between gigs right now. Is that sort of what's going on?
Doing a great job, coming back, getting us knowledge, helping us, playing with us. So I just think, I want to say thank you to him just for taking time out of his schedule for that.
Any of the other former players from here come back and practice with y'all and help y'all?
Sometimes, not in a while, but it's been here. It's probably in the offseason. There were a lot of players here. Jaron, Robert Dozier was here, Will Coleman. So guys like that came back and shared their time with us. Gave us knowledge. Just told us, wise words of wisdom just for the upcoming season.
What makes Rob Gray so good for Houston?
Oh, he's a great player. Kudos to him and the coaching staff. He's, great shooter. Great emphasis on the game to stop dribble penetration for the drive and kick. Houston's a great three-point shooting team, well-coached team. So I just think you gotta stay disciplined on the defensive end.
Other than your shooting improvement, what's your biggest improvement?
For me, it's staying confident, being a better leader, on and off the floor, being that vocal, just that voice, on and off the floor, helping guys, through adversity, because guys were there for me. I had to work, so just for me, just being the big guy on campus, being that veteran for the young guys.
Have you heard from some people that maybe you're for a while now, you know, the way the season's going and your name's kind of out there more, kind of some friends that faded maybe
Oh,
away.
of course, you know you're gonna hear it. It's just a part of basketball. You know, when you're doing, you know, low, you know, your real friends, and they'll come out. So you know, when you're doing good, you know, you're gonna get those texts.
Confidence of what have you been saying to KJ? What have the guys said to KJ to keep his spirits up and during a little rough patch?
Just keep shooting. You know what he can do. It's just like I said, he's probably hit that freshman wall. You know, most freshmen hit. So I just think for him, just staying confident, letting the game come to him, you know, slowing down in the game, and you know, doing what he loves to do. Hit his mid-range shots, you know, rebounding at a high rate, playing good defense. So I just think he's going to be key for us if we're going to go, you know, far in the season. So I'm just looking for him to, you know, get back on track.
It's going to be probably a 35-minute game for you every time now. I mean, is that kind of freeing?
Oh yeah, I've kind of noticed that after my first time playing 40 minutes. So I just think for me, it's getting proper rest and getting the proper treatment. Just staying on top of my body, you know, eating the right things, you know, putting the right things in my body, just staying, you know, disciplined for the game.
How's the shoulder?
Oh, it's doing good. I'm doing good exercise with Randy, our strength coach, and Brad Anderson. So just making sure it's not getting too bad on me. Just, you know, just staying healthy, just trying to stay healthy. Yeah.
What's been the best part of this, of your emergence? Is it the people calling you? Is it making people proud? Is it the results? You know, you put all the work in, seeing the results. What's been the...
Man, for me, it's just seeing how far I came up. Just thinking about the other day, you know, from an ACL injury. I was talking to my former coach yesterday, Jermaine Johnson from high school, and he was just telling me how good I looked and how confident I was. And I'm just telling him, man, it's been tough, you know, turn my ACL in Milwaukee. You know, coming back, school's getting off me, they're bagging off, and Memphis just staying on me. For me, going as a freshman, you know, bad knee, sort of in and out, you know, no confidence going into the game. So it's been good for me, and I think just for me, my confidence at an all-time high. So I just think I'm at a good spot right now. I just want to keep level-headed, stay humble, you know, not to get too cocky, not too high, too low. And for me, my family's real proud of me. You know, it's one thing I always want to do, make my family proud. So I just think it's one of my most things, just to keep them proud and keep everybody else in my circle.
How has
Oh, it's definitely fun for me here. It's been the most fun. Besides, you know, cheering on the bench for the older guys, it was kind of fun for me. You know, but you know, this year playing, you know, real fun basketball. Before every game, coaches, you know, emphasize the F words, fun. You know, fun. So I just think we all love playing together. So, you know, I think Memphis should see the fun we're having out there.
How would you, how are you guys viewing what Jamario is doing for you guys this year? It sounds like you're playing out of position, but seems to be making his way in his first year. How would you describe how he sort of gelled with this team so quickly?
He did a great job. Jamario came in with high energy, you know, high intensity to the rebound. I think, you know, coach emphasizes for him, you know, just being in the right spots. Be a better athlete, you know, better player in the right spots. So for Jamario, I just think him being in the right spots for us, you know, we can dump down to him, throw lobs to him. Him being on the boards, you know, I just think he's sort of another energy spot for us.
Hey, 2 shots, press a foul. Yeah. Let them know we finna touch down. Let them know a Grizzly in town. Feeling like a tiger on the prowl. We did the Final Four, now we want more. We tryna win bowls, man, don't let them scope. We tryna hang banners from the top post. We tryna win rings and a lot more. Welcome to the FedEx Forum. Welcome to Memphis where the legend live long. Welcome to Memphis where a young star born. I might call out hard to hit the Quan on him. Taking care of business, Elvis, Graceland. Cross it over, shoot it in the face, man. Home of the king, EP, BP. Somebody call the coach and tell them that we need a 3P. Somebody bring a broom, cause I think we about to swizzy. And when I'm on the field, I don't feel I just Izzy, Tiger, and Bears. Oh my, Grizzly. Tell them get with me, ain't no bluffing in my city. We don't bluff.